Hello YouTubes, it's Father's Day. I've got my train t-shirt on. That can mean only one thing. Train show.
I said, you're the owner. He said, no, the states are hers. I looked after her, the states are hers.
Hello, I have returned with my camera and my stamp. Thank you. Does this work? It's so big and ugly, I think I might have to have it. How much do you want for it? Yeah, there. I have returned.
In this one, but this is my favorite one that he's got.
Yeah, I did want to pause at that one. It's gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. Do you have a shop or?
No, he's just a guy with too many trains.
Wow!
Yes. Here, I'll give you a card.
Thank you. What was your name?
Kathleen.
Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen.
You're very welcome.
so tiny.
I know. But you know, they're amazing. This thing has got full sound and lights. It's got ditch lights and marker lights or headlights.
It's mad.
Yeah. They're
I would
beautiful.
constantly have to wear my reading glasses to work on it.
Oh,
But
I know,
look at
yeah,
this. It's
yeah.
absolutely...
And that one has sound too.
I don't understand how they can get so much detail in something so small.
I don't know. And they run, you know, like
Yeah.
it used to be back in the day you have to put two of them together just to get them around the track. Now these things are just remarkable.
Stunning.
Yeah.
I just don't know if my eyes could cope. I think I might be moving to O gauge and then maybe Gurdon gauge at this rate, you know?
I understand.
Then the
that.
ride-on ones, and then I'll just be buying a ticket and getting on the GO train. Yeah. How you doing? Not bad at all. Well, that was amazing. Spent all my money, lots of bags of booty. Let's get home and I'll show you what I got. Behold my booty. Let's do this one bag at a time. Leave the big one till last. In bag number 1, we have a very nice little housey. This is such a shame. Someone has obviously spent a lot of time building this, but they've never taken it to the next step, which is ideal for us because we can paint this and weather it exactly the way we like it to fit. But there's more. We also have this lovely building. So these will probably go on the same street next to each other. Again, needs, well, I think this one has actually been painted, but needs a little bit more work and a bit more weathering. But these houses are great. There's this style of house in downtown Hamilton near where we live. And the great thing is they're so skinny you can fit quite a few in a row. Really like these. Also in this bag, this is something that my wife saw at the last train show, but we didn't quite know what it was. And it's basically a huge bag of kit parts. Some are used, some are complete. And if you've bought this sort of stuff before, you'll know that all these things add up in price. For example, this is a whole bag of wall textures, plastic wall textures of different styles. There's brickwork there. And there's absolute tons of this stuff. That looks like very fine brickwork in that one. Quite a few in that bag, and this is completely chock full of stuff that we have to look through. All sorts of, oh my goodness, so much stuff. Yeah, just a lot of wall material, surface material, styrene stuff, just tons of it. So that's going to keep my wife going for a long time because she likes to do all the kit building stuff. So that's ideal. So that's the first bag, not a lot in that one. Let's move on to, actually I'm going to leave the other green bag till last. We'll move on to the big yellow one. Now I know I said I'm changing over to DCC, but for $15 I couldn't resist. This looks really nice. So I will of course be testing this out in the track later, along with any other Locos we may or may not have. So these are the other buildings I was talking about. I don't even know which one this is, but the kits should be complete. The guy selling it was actually part of a club, and he also runs the Dundas Model Railway Shop, so I trust him and I know where to go if I'm not happy, but I'm sure these kits will be complete. So we've got this one, number 15, whatever that is. I'll look that up later and see. This one is really heavy, so I don't know what's in this one. There might even be a couple of kits in this one. Oh, it does say two number 18s. That'll be interesting to see what's in there. And this one, which is still in its packaging, a number 16. So we have a little variation on these little townhouses. Quite excited to get inside that and see what it looks like. Now, this stuff, you know this stuff is all expensive. So that is what, 3/4 fill, and that was like $1 or $2. That's awesome. Likewise, this was $1, and this one was $1. But I think the guy selling it all lumped it all together for $10. There was quite a lot of different items. Conifer green grass, all this scenic stuff. As I said before, it adds up. It's really expensive. Because this bag was opened, it was $1, and you know how much these cost. So all of that, plus another one upstairs, was $10. Really happy with that. Now, guy gave me this for free. One of the guys, and sorry I forgot to ask your name, but he gave me this for free because he watches my channel. Scottish Railways. It's a book. I don't really read books, but you know, this book's got trains in it, so I'll be having a look at that. Thank you very much for that. Remember I said I needed a couple of turnouts, specifically left-hand turnouts. I got 2 of them. Happy with that. They were only like $5 each. Can't go wrong with that. That one looks pretty much brand new. I will be changing it to remote controlled turnouts at some point in the future, but for now that'll do me. That means I can complete the rest of my track plan. These were $3 each. Now I know I made my own uncouplers, but for that price you can't go wrong. $3, $3. I think this one was only $2 for KD coupler type things. Excellent. Oh look, there's another Loco. This was like $5, maybe less. I don't know if it works, but hey, it's worth a shot. So that's 2 Locos to try. And this one was pretty much free. It was like $3 or $4 because, I got this from the Brantford Model Train Club. I'll need to go down and visit them at some point. It was in one of their boxes of junk, but all the wheels are on it. It may work, and this could work well in my little exhibition line that I'll be building into the layout. It's a nice little Loco. I don't actually know if there's any missing parts, but we will certainly try this on the layout later. Moving on. This is my bonus bag. Ailsa wasn't feeling great, so I took her home and had to go back to the show because there was a couple of things I had my eye on that I didn't quite manage to snag. So that's what I've done. First thing, yes, it's another DC controller, but apparently this model is the last one they made of this style, and it's really good and relatively new. And I will still be running DC trains. The controller I've got hums really badly. I mentioned this to the guy at the stall and he said it shouldn't hum. That could catch fire, burn the house down, everyone dies. So maybe that was just a sales pitch, but $20. And I like the look of this with its big fancy turny handle thing. So that will come in handy. This is where it gets interesting. You know how I like Chesy? Well, look at this gigantic, ugly piece of Chesy. Okay, leave a comment. I have no idea what this type of Loco is called. It's kind of like the GP38s, but it's 6-axle and it's got a high short hood. I mean, it's ugly as sin, but I love it. And apparently it runs, but we are going to find out later. Also, we have a bag, but I'll come to that later. This isn't the grand finale, but this goes with the other stuff we've got. Athearn blue boxes. Let's see, I will show you this one first and see if you can figure out what is in the other one. So that is obviously a B unit, which I believe is unpowered, so it's a dummy, but that's okay because inside this is something that I just think is absolutely gorgeous, and it's pretty much exactly the sort of thing I was going to the show for. I wanted a passenger train to go around the layout, and this looks in fantastic condition. It would almost be a crime to add weathering to this, but I think I need to. It's got its little horns intact, it's got little lights. Again, it's just DC, but because it's Athearn Blue Box, I already have a Digitrax decoder that I will probably add to this if it runs well. I think it deserves it. Absolutely delighted with that. And of course, I had to get some passenger carriages for it, right? Now, these are not ideal, but I do have an airbrush kit and I'm not afraid to use it. So that is, what are we? What does it say? Delaware and Hudson. This is a very long coach. Looks like I don't even know if this is going to get round my track. But it wasn't 15, it was like $20 for all three. But I could probably change that Boston and Maine to Delaware and Hudson. This one is a baggage car, I believe, or a mail car. Santa Fe. Now, apparently, either Santa Fe bought out Delaware and Hudson or it was the other way around, so it technically does go with that. It'll just need a little bit. I might continue this design logo along the side. And I got one more. Needs a little bit of work there. This is quite old, and very simple. Definitely needs some paint, but I think I could make this look really nice. clean up these trucks, paint them black. This is obviously quite an old kit, but we'll see. We'll see if it goes around the track. It's got the horn hook couplers, so I'll need to change them to KD. And that's it. That's what I got today, and I am over the moon. Over the moon. So let me tidy up the table, move it out of the way, and get over to the track and see if any of these Locos actually work. Layout is nice and tidy, and I've got my new controller plugged in. I still have my big 6-axle Conrail on the track, so let's test the controller first. We have a light. Don't know what direction is yet. This is great. Now, I know it's not moving yet, but this isn't humming. And the Loco's moving. Oh, really nice and smooth, actually. Lovely. What a difference not having a big, noisy, buzzing controller. As much as this Loco gave me 5 days of hell, it's now my favourite Loco. I love it. It hasn't It hasn't derailed in about a week, so I'm happy with that. So, because that's the 6-axle, that's why I went ahead and bought the big Chesy 6-axle and this behemoth and all these. Oh, right. Let's get the Conrail on a siding and we'll start on the new stuff. I'm going to try running these in order of least expectancy of success, because for like $3 or $4, the chances of this steam Loco working, well, that's not going to work for a start. This plastic linkage is just nonsense, so I'm going to try it without this tender. If this works at all, and if I think it's worth repairing, then I will look into fixing the tender. Oh goodness, steam Locos are so fiddly. I really do not expect this to go around my track. I can't even get all the wheels on, come on, right. Nope. Goodness, it doesn't even sit straight. Right, all the wheels are on. Let's give it some power to see if anything happens. Powering up. Full power, nothing. Right, leave it at half power, give it a wee shove. I'm actually wondering if it needs the tender to pick up the power, because there is a wire at the back of the Loco. I suppose if I touch this to one of the rails, then I should get some sort of life then, right? As long as I don't short circuit it. Ooh. It's humming. More power. But that would imply that it needs to have the tender hooked up. Oh, it moved. There's life in there. Look, there it goes! Okay, that's getting fixed. Probably not been running like 50 years or something. Okay, I'm going to fix that. That's got to have another life in it, right? Okay, moving on. Sort of successful. Next up is this Taiko F unit, I think. It's not even got any glass in it, which is a shame, but we'll see. If it runs nice, I might take it apart and put some glass in. Much easier to rail this one, or to mount it. What's the term for putting your train on a track? Right, let's give it some power. See if anything happens. I hear the buzz. It's trying. I think it's got one of those pancake motors in it, which is a lot harder to... Oh, more power. Like all the power. Come on, baby, you can do it. Oh, we're off, we're off. Sort of. Come on, come on. Let's try it running backwards. Oh, it's noisy. Oh, it's faster. I'll take that as a win. We can strip that down, clean it up. I mean, look at the colour of the wheels. They're absolutely manky. And it's one of these style with the traction tyres, which I really despise because I cannot seem to find new traction tyres. But even if I clean these up, that might work a lot better. Moving on. Let's try the big Chessie. Now, the guy did assure me that this one ran well. And I hope he wasn't lying, because this was not exactly the cheapest of the bunch. Relatively easy to get onto the track, surprisingly. Right, power. Well, that was fairly eventless, running nice. Isn't it a funny looking Loco though? Oh, what's that chunky noise? I think about a crack in a wheel somewhere. Let's bring it back. Reverse is a wee bit notchy. Obviously needs a bit of work. Running a bit rough, but still running. Until it doesn't. Okay, I'll take that as another win. Needs work though, but definitely not as advertised. That was meant to run great. So this is the Buckman in a box. I will be very surprised if this does not run perfectly out the box, because it really does look... It looks brand new. Handrails are all intact. Wheels look pretty clean. Again, it's got the traction tyres, and you know how much I love them, but still. It's a nice little unit, a wee bit dusty, but my favourite Chessie is a Buckman, and it runs great, so don't let the side down. Here we go. Let's try forward. Needs a bit of persuasion. Oh, here we go. A wee bit on the noisy side, but it seems to be running nice. In fact, I think we're going to take this one all the way around. It is running nice, but not the nicest of sounds. A little bit toy-like instead of scale model-like. But still, a good running Loco is a good running Loco. Just testing the creep speed. Not bad. And on to my most anticipated Loco yet. Oh, here we go. So this B unit, I'm not sure if it matters which way around it goes with regards to the main Loco. It does have a sort of fan thing up here, but this little badge is on that side rather than that side, and the name's on that side, and it's the same on the other side. Everything's forward of this door, so I think I'm going to put it this way. I don't think it really matters, but you know, those rivet counters out there will be really upset if I get this wrong. Oh, that roll's quite nice. It's not even on all the wheels. That's nice. I think I might need to give this a name. It's so nice. I really hope this runs well, guys, or I'll be really sad and disappointed. Okay, power. I'm not going to go too mad with this one because I think I need to take it apart and just clean the insides. I don't want to ruin it. It's a bit like when you buy a used car. You don't want to immediately go out and thrash it until you've changed the oil. That is looking really nice though. So if you can imagine if I've got like scenery and everything in the background and this is trundling through. And I will of course try it with the carriages. Actually I can't because these are horn hook. Actually that one at the back is a KD, so I can at least try that. I'll hook that up and see how it looks. Once it goes all the way around. Right, let's see how it handles this switching section here. Lovely. No derailments to speak of, I don't think. God, you can't see it. You can't see the wheels for the truck covers. Right, let's get this on. Wheels aren't on right. They must have dropped this at some point. Hopefully it's not bent anything out of shape. Urgh. I'm not sure how well that's going to run. The axle pins or the centre of the shafts were pushing the covers outwards, so their wheels aren't quite as tight as they should be. Bit of slop. We'll give it a shot. Woohoo, here we go. Well, that didn't last long. KD couplers are different heights. Don't think this is going to work till I adjust it. No, that's going to need some work. That's fine, it's a simple fix. Well, when I say it's simple, it's fiddly as hell, but I'll get that working. But that looks nice, right? And then with the other two, actually that one needs to go at the back, right? Because that's an end coach, and obviously there's no coupling there. But it looks something like that, which I think is just delicious. You know what I might do? I might actually change the KDs over to horn hook just for this setup, because that Loco is not going to pull anything but these carriages round and round the track. And I know that the horn hook generally works better. It's not as nice looking and it doesn't disconnect as easy as a KD, and you can't use the magnetic uncouplers. But I think just to go round and round the track, horn hook's probably the way to go for that. And yeah, I definitely need to paint them up the same way as the Loco. I think that'll look nice, almost like it's a proper set. Love it. What a great day. Oh my goodness. But the thing is, I've got some amazing news. Here's a teaser over the next video. I've been informed there's something sitting outside my garage door. What the f? If you want to find out what that was about, you better subscribe and click the bell to be notified. It's going to blow you away. It certainly blew me away. So excited. Anyway, I had a great day. It was Father's Day. I spent all my money, but I got lots of new toys. That's what life's all about in the basement. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon with what was in those boxes. Bye for now.